Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Ligue video. This time I'm going to talk about Matchday 22, which was played in the last weekend. So there were 10 games as usual, and first game was PSG Toulouse. PSG won 2-1. The game started with actually Toulouse scoring when Dutch Van den Boomen scored from the free kick. That was pretty nice goal. As were Hakimi's long shot, and Messi scored one of the goals, which I hadn't seen since his Barca days that much. But yeah, PSG, they're now 8 points clear of, I believe, Marseille and Lens, who are second and third. And yeah, Toulouse had won 4 out of 5 coming into this in Ligue 1, so it was I thought that Toulouse, this game for PSG would be quite challenging because Toulouse had won those 4 out of last 5 games, but yeah, that turned out to be the case. Then Troyes Lyon. Troyes lost at home to Lyon. Ronnie Lopez was the only one to score for Troyes, and then for Lyon they scored 3 goals. Barcola, Cherki and Lacazette scored the goals, as Lacazette is seemingly scoring now. Yeah, and I don't know really. Troyes is in danger of falling into relegation zone, so yeah, I'm not sure. Troyes is not doing very well, but yeah, they lost 4 out of last 5. And Lyon, they have won 2 out of last 3, so maybe turning their season around. But it might be a bit too late for the European spots, though. Then Rennes Lille was played. Only goal for Rennes was scored for Guiri. Lille scored 3 and won the game. Cherkova, Cabella and Andre Gomes scored the goals. Andre Gomes, the Portuguese midfielder, scored the first goal of the season was the first goal of the season for him. And Rennes, they really are quite interesting because they have again lost one. They won the previous match, then lost previous to that, and yeah, they are just winning and then losing the next game. So they need to get constant wins if they want to get to European spots this season. And yeah, Lille got closer to them in the standings. I believe they were 5th and 6th before the game, and still Rennes is 5th and Stade 5th, and Lille is 6th. But Lille is now a lot closer to Rennes. Then Clermont Monaco. Monaco won 2-0 away from home. Chilean defender Maripan scored the winning goal, and Brelembolo, the Swiss striker, scored again. He has now 12 goals in the season in Ligue 1, so he's heating up. And yeah, both of these teams hadn't lost in a month. I believe they didn't lose all January, yeah. So yeah, it was an interesting game, but Clermont lost in the end. Then one of the 2 0-0 games in this Matchday 22, Auxerre and Reims played against each other. For Auxerre, this was a better game, or better result at least, because they had lost so many games in a row, so at least they got a point, and it might be important if they manage to survive the relegation and get out the relegation zone in Ligue 1 standings. For Reims, they won last game 4-2 against Lorient, so I was a bit disappointed that they dropped points against Auxerre, who is 19th in the standings, but yeah, it is what it is. Then Strasbourg and Montpellier played against each other. Strasbourg, as with Auxerre, they're trying to get out of the relegation zone, and with this win, maybe they can do that. Diallo scored 2 goals for Strasbourg. the striker for them, and yeah, that proved to be the decisive thing in this match. Montpellier, they're now in the danger of falling to the relegation zone. I believe they're only like 2 or 3 points ahead of Strasbourg, so yeah, the relegation battle is gonna be interesting in Ligue. Nantes and Ajaccio played against each other. Nantes won away from home. Guessant and Ludovic Blas scored the goals. Nantes is now doing better than at the start of the season. They lost to Marseille at, well, similar score to 0, but yeah, I thought that they are playing well, at least with the results now. They're getting them, so they aren't probably getting relegated. As for Ajaccio, on the other hand, they won their last game against Angers, who is still bottom of the standings, so yeah, tough loss for Ajaccio. They might get relegated. So many of these games were played in these games where teams who are probably gonna get relegated, or at least close to it. Speaking of relegated, Lorient and Angers, at least they got a point, and Lorient, on the other hand, yeah, they probably won't finish in European spots if they continue like this. Then the next game is Brest and Lens. I haven't really got anything else to say about Lorient Angers game. It was 0-0, so yeah. Brest Lens, Le Douaron scored the goal for Brest, and Cradit scored the goal for Lens. It was 1-1 draw, so there were 3 draws in this Matchday 22. And Brest are having better time lately, whereas Lens, they haven't won in 3 games, so it's not looking good for them. They're now 8 points behind PSG, and whereas things looked close a couple weeks ago, not so much now, so I'm thinking that PSG maybe wins the league right now with these results. And then, even though there are 15 plus games to be played, then the last game in this Matchday 22, Marseille and Nice. I was quite surprised that Marseille lost this one. The Ukrainian international Ruslan Malinovsky was the only goal scorer for Marseille, and for Nice, Diop, Laborde, Gaëtan Laborde scored a winner again. This is 3 Ligue 1 games in a row that he scored a winner, so yeah, how many games will he score the winner? Maybe this was the last game, I don't know, but yeah, and then Brahimi scored a goal as well, so yeah, Marseille had been unbeaten for a while. I don't believe that they had lost since the World Cup break, so yeah, tough loss for them, as they are also 8 points behind of PSG, who lead the league. And for Nice, they won 4 out of last 5 games and 3 games in a row, so they're in better form right now. So let me know your thoughts about this league on Matchday 22. What did you think about these results? And hit the like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my content, and have a nice day.